Hello and welcome to In Case You Missed It. So this week in healthcare, Senator Rand Paul is pushing for an indictment of Anthony Fauci to be indicted for what his senator is claiming is lying under oath about the gain of function research. So what is gain of function research? Well, that's really what this is all about, the COVID virus out of Wuhan. So gain of function refers to experiments that enhance abilities of organisms like viruses or bacteria. Scientists modify these genes to see how the changes affect the traits, increase virulence or resistance, but it also raises safety concerns about creating a more dangerous pathogen. Sound familiar? Monday, May 11th is exactly 5 years from when Donald Fauci testified that he had nothing to do with funding gain of function research, was at the core of this whole thing. Rand Paul doesn't buy it, saying that he absolutely lied under oath. And May 11th, Monday, is the last day for the statute of limitations before it runs out. So he's pushing for Anthony Fauci to be indicted. Have any of you ever had a medical bill coded incorrectly that led to tons of confusion and overcharging? Well, the House Oversight Committee feels you. They've asked CMS how CPT coding, that's what it is, current procedural terminology, that's what CPT codes mean. That's the coding that we all use to get billed for everything. How the complexity of it fuels improper billing. So Representative James Comer from Kentucky, who chairs the House Oversight Committee on Government Reform, penned a letter last week to the Centers of Medicaid Medicare Services seeking information on the CPT code system's complexity and whether the structure is facilitating improper billing, upcoding, unbundling, all the kind of things that are a problem for us. Senate Health, Education, and Labor Pensions Committee Chair Bill Cassidy put a much stronger magnifying glass on the AMA, citing them as the real problem, making over 7,800 granular codes so confusing that they are inaccurately applied, leaving millions of Americans overpaying and companies benefiting from the confusion. He said specifically, this raises concerns about federal reliance on privately owned and licensed coding systems. These concerns include fundamental questions about transparency, cost control, and whether federal healthcare policy is shaped in the best interest of patients or by the entities with financial incentives tied to the system's continued complexity. So we got a lot more on CPT codes. Very, very confusing part of the business. This is where so many problems happen with the incorrect coding. Are you on Medicare and looking for a GLP-1? Well, there is a new pilot program starting July 1st where Medicare beneficiaries may be able to get GLP-1 prescriptions for weight loss for $50 a month. So the short-term pilot program known as the Medicare GLP-1 Bridge will run from July 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2027, meant to bridge the gap until they come up with something a little more permanent that might or might not begin in 2028. So in order to be eligible, you must be enrolled in a Medicare Part D plan. After that, you must be deemed eligible based on body weight and health status. So people with body mass index of 27 or higher, or have a condition such as heart disease or prediabetes, will be automatically qualified. And people with BMIs higher than that, regardless of any of those other comorbidities, will be automatically approved. And finally, United Healthcare, probably still in response to a lot of the backlash we heard the last couple of years, is removing prior approval requirements for another 30% of its healthcare services. So things like outpatient services, outpatient surgeries, diagnostic tests, echocardiograms, certain outpatient therapies like chiropractic care by the end of this year. So United Healthcare plan members, it'll get just a little bit easier. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next week.